that works.
Hi, we're the Brones channel.
I'm Matt from Matt Monday.
I'm Tom from Tom Tuesday.
I'm Jeff from Jeff Wednesday.
I'm Quinton from Q Thursday.
I'm Brandon from Jared Fridays.
We are playing an original composition by our friend Nicholas Perosi. Here we go. We're starting anyways. One, ready, go. As we were saying, we are the Brones, the vlog group. The past month has been pretty interesting. Looking at other people's vlog projects, I didn't think that we did like anything that like spectacular, but I don't think we necessarily needed to. We got our topics and what we wanted to say, and we had some like pretty insightful discussions. I thought.
I liked what we did because we just like exclusively had discussions. You know what I mean? Where we didn't have to like do challenges. Like I personally I didn't like the idea of the challenges. You know.
Yeah.
I'm glad we didn't do that.
No, I am too. Yeah.
But I also liked listening to everyone's different perspective. Like not in a group setting, just like you could just talk. You know.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely liked especially my question about like
the one non-sports one.
Yeah, the one non-sports question. Where, like how you got to like where you are right now.
Yeah.
I enjoyed all your answers. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think my biggest benefit from our style when we went into this was that it was purely educational. Like it was really just educated discussion. It was really knowledgeable. We really exchanged a lot of stories, a lot of good things. It wasn't just like us giving each other fun challenges.
Yeah.
Like do something sport related or something like that. It was really something actually like hard and concrete. It's something that I really can look back on and really you always look back on yourself and read what you did, but it's really cool to watch yourself and what you did.
Right. Yeah.
And see how you would talk and how you would kind of describe how you feel.
Yeah, it'll be interesting in a few years, like if we ever go back and watch these.
How our answers will have changed.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
How young I
How
look.
young we
How
were.
long?
How young do you
Yeah.
look? Yeah.
How much hair will I have left?
Oh god.
How much weight we have gained.
Oh, so bad.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean,
But yeah, going on with all of your points, I really enjoyed how we were able to not only see our own point of views through these questions, because this is really open-ended.
Yeah.
I really liked how each of us had a different question, obviously, because that would be redundant. But explaining these different questions and having a different perspective and different opinions is what made this so, I guess, so expressive and so informative to one another, because we know what each other had an opinion on. And I personally think it's better to have multiple opinions on various things that go on, especially in the musical world, because you'll be working with multiple people at once on several things, and that if you have different opinions, it can help you reach a common goal.
agree. Yeah, what I liked about this project was the whole educational aspect of taking these some of these like real life scenarios and really thinking maybe down the road that this will be a scenario you will be in, and how you will react to it, and what you will do, and how you'll take this in the most professional manner, like doing the student that's student athlete and also marching band. I thought that was really cool question.
Yeah,
because
yeah,
I really
agree, yeah.
I thought that was probably the most realistic.
And like related to our
Scenario.
teaching.
Yeah.
Yes, and I thought it was a great question. I thought that probably will happen down the road. That's a very very likely scenario. And then Bill's microphone, that was cool how you interpreted like what we learned in class and maybe try and apply that to a real life situation for the future, because that could happen. As Tom said, microphones could be the wave of the future, and if you want your marching band to stand out, maybe you do need to mic them during Compton, or if you need more of sound for the football stadium. That'll be cool scenarios to kind of think of and maybe reflect back once you get to that situation.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
So I guess at the end of our last class day, I mean Dr. Cruz talked about reflecting on all the things we've done. Would you guys have wanted to do this longer? Because I know personally, I was
Absolutely.
I definitely would have.
I would have done this
especially all of
longer.
our conversation. I was like, I could have done this the whole semester.
Yeah.
I
You know.
could have.
Yeah, I had a couple of questions I could have asked.
Mhm.
Come up with some more questions, not necessarily sports related.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
But
Just
yeah,
keep it
Yes.
open-ended.
yeah.
I mean, you all know I like to talk a lot.
Yeah, we know.
10-minute.
11-minute video is the difference.
18 minutes?
Yeah,
18
that was
minutes
my
one?
first
Yeah.
video. It was 18
Yeah.
minutes.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And then just like a general question, how would you kind of relate this vlog sort of project into maybe an education, like a music education course? Personally, I would think it'd be a great idea maybe to discuss maybe just things that are on their mind. Maybe the students, maybe they want to share maybe some input on things that they could see maybe in the future. This could be more of not a Q&A, but more of a reflection. Just send maybe to the teacher, be you did this well, and then maybe in the future, maybe if they're a section leader or something, they would like to maybe set their goals or something. It would be a good idea to maybe set out a vlog, and then maybe some of the students could respond to the vlog, maybe in their section. Maybe that'd be a good use of the vlog project, I think. Maybe.
Yeah, and another thing that they could do is I don't know what you guys did, but when I was in high school, after every concert we would do a concert evaluation instead of just having I think sitting in class and listening to it together and giving feedback that way is important. But students writing stuff down on a piece of paper, it helps them think about what they're playing.
Yeah.
But I think maybe doing a vlog after every concert
Yeah.
would be a way to.
And send out the recordings, and then they
Yeah.
listen personally, so they don't have it's what they actually thought versus maybe
Right.
stealing things from because they're talking in class.
Right.
Sometimes the students can be a little insecure about what they actually want to say.
Yeah, I think I also like the way of giving them a recording of it, because if they want to, they can go and they can take a little point in the recording and say, all right, right here, this is what I'm feeling in this part. And they are just restricted to hearing one run through and then just trying to talk about it at once. It could be interactive, where they could play sound clips and they could point
Yeah.
out different things.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah, what they liked and what they didn't
Right.
like.
In my high school, we definitely we did not have reflections, but we the day after we just didn't play. We would always chit chat about it, and I wish we had right as soon as you said it, I was like, dang Matt, you stole what I was gonna say. But, I was definitely I would enjoy doing something like this, where every person in the ensemble goes and says oh, I liked this, I didn't like this, and then why, and then we could all have a discussion about it.
Yeah.
So, cool. I was thinking something like this. You could do playing checkups or something like that.
Oh yeah.
By
Oh, yeah.
this Wednesday, you have to have measures 1 through 50 learned, and then 50 through 100 learned after that. Thanks in our video. Okay, good.
Stick this there.
Put across, but, yeah, I totally get with what you're saying. My assistant band director, I did not have this assignment, but outside of class, they would have to record a video. In my class, even, or my ensemble, both on the top ensembles had a recording thing that we had to do for scales, and even though it didn't last very long because our directors just decided not to use it as much because they're not very technologically advanced, I guess. it was really cool to see that like we could use that incorporating with the like I guess education or like the type of curriculum that they use because that's where we're going because everything is based on technology when you get down to it and like everything is advancing over and over the course of many years and decades and I think it's really cool how that can play a part in the way we can become future educators.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah, good.
Well, thanks.
Bravo.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Brandon and I obviously went to the same high school. That I didn't even think about just like a simple tape recorder being like something.
Oh
that
yeah.
We would use because Brandon and I, we had a lot of times when we had to record like scales and do different playing.
Yeah, we would always have to
things.
record scales like at the end of the semester for like our final.
Right, I didn't even think about that. Like that's a case of like simple technology
Yeah.
maybe being just as useful as something a little more complex. Like maybe you don't need to, a vlog would be nice, but maybe you don't need to do video and everything because some people
Yeah,
get
you
shy.
can just do sound.
Just do sound, like
Yeah,
just
get Audacity up. It's free.
right,
It's
absolutely.
really easy to use. You just press
Yeah.
the record button.
Like
Teach students how to use it just in case,
Right.
But still not that
Yeah.
hard.
right.
Well, then you could
Yeah.
teach students how to use it in their
Right.
curriculum
Yeah.
and then make them use it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I definitely like the visual aspect of like a playing type thing, just because like, particularly with strings, like
Well, yeah.
if you
especially
play
for
like
strings.
this, like this is wrong. Like I can tell you, but if you play all the notes right, I can tell you that you need to play with your wrists not bent. Like there's just like a lot of visual aspects of performing and playing music that like I think sound recordings are great. You know, like you're like, do you know your notes? Yes or no? But then I can work on like different posture and just different hand position things.
Yeah.
Too, so.
I mean, if a performance was literally all about sound, you just put the band behind a curtain and
Exactly.
pump the sound through.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like, there's so much more to a performance than just the music.
Professor Schleicher said that last Thursday in an orchestra, and I was like really taken aback. I was like, it's very right though. Like,
Yeah,
you know,
it is.
there is a bit like that's why we dress up. You know, we're not
Yeah.
not out there
Right.
naked. You know, like
I like that idea. But, you know,
Okay.
No one.
I'm privy to it myself. So
And on that note, we're just about out of time.
Wait, real quick.
What? Yeah.
Can I ask a question? You have to
Sure.
play strings. So like, if someone's bowing in the wrong direction,
yes,
it's very obvious.
yes.
Do you guys get bothered, as we're all trombone players, when people do alternate positionings when they're not applicable? And so that we have like slides moving in.
You can tell when it's like not applicable. Like
Right.
they're
Yeah, I mean,
really
like,
tricky.
Hell, when they're like really.
I mean, like the one that I think is noticed the most is the D and fourth between an E
Yup.
flat and a C. Some
Yep.
people go to first, some people go to C, but usually it isn't that That
Right.
particular one isn't that noticeable.
Right. Yeah, I was just curious.
But yeah,
No, I remember in our university band,
you should
like,
talk
Yeah,
about
Jeff and I,
alternate
use, like,
positions,
half the time we were playing up in the like CD flat range,
Yeah.
and Jeff would just be like boo boo, and I'd be like boo boo.
yeah,
Like,
like boo boo boo.
really technical terms.
Yeah.
Boo 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 boo.
Science.
yeah.
That is really soft
Alright.
tonguing.
Yes. We tongue soft.
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
I'm sorry,
It's
I'm
not the way to
sorry.
end the video,
Thank you guys
Jeff.
for watching.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
This is
See-
fun.
This was really